Oh my goodness, guys. Like literally, I haven't been around for a while. I did actually do quite a long video the other day. It's like a 40-minute video. And I thought I'll, split it into two or whatever, guys. And that explains why I've been away. But I don't want to go into it again here now. Suffice to say, I became aware. I went very unconscious. I had some sugar, so I did want to mention that. I had some sugar, and I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry, but if you eat sugar, you are completely unconscious. It's just that simple. And I mean, when you are as light and as conscious as I am, and guys, I hate bigging myself up like this. I really do. And I'm seeing influencers now. I don't know whether they see my stuff, and they're just like, oh, well, when you are a spiritual sage and a mystic, you don't need to tell anybody anything. And that is true. But if you're a teacher, you do want to tell them what you know. Okay. And, if you've been as gaslit and literally censored as much as I have, guys, then, and I'm still being gaslit by weirdos, who I'm choosing to potentially get to help me, right? It happened to me yesterday. It was like instantly, as soon as I put the reason that I feel I need help with these guys, who, depending on what they charge, and I still do wonder, if you're making so much goddamn money doing what you do, why the hell do you need to sell me a course? Why don't you just go and relax and retire? Isn't that the dream? It seems to me that you aren't actually doing as well as you think that you're doing. And whatever, but do not gaslight me into not knowing my experience. Yes, most people that say that they're shadow banned, get 10,000 views on bloody YouTube are not shadow banned, okay? That's 100% the truth. But if you can't even get one fucking view, okay, guys, then you know that you are. Now, actually, I didn't check this morning. I've been putting on some shorts. I mean, they're so badly done, guys, honestly. I do need to sort my shit out, but the truth is that actually it isn't the way that you video things that gets you, well, it didn't used to be. I mean, I think people are, they kind of are, because they've just been AI'd. They are kind of seduced by clean lines and HD and CGI and AI, they just love it, and it really is poor, very poor. So when that has happened to you, like it has happened to me, guys, and it's not getting any better, it's just getting worse, guys, because that video that I can't even use my editing suite now, my Filmora app. It just isn't working. So I couldn't put it into 2. I couldn't even export it at all. I was trying to export it in a lower definition, and I just couldn't. It goes past. It won't go past 11%. So I need to contact them to find out what the hell's going on. But this is why I'm just so easy to destroy, basically, because sorry, I just didn't even actually notice whether I was going the right way. Yeah, I am. So that's what's happening, guys, and it's just so boring. I mean, on the one hand, what this woman's saying, you don't have to push, you don't have to chase, you don't have to tell people things. Yes, I do know that, and I do sometimes feel that I just need to stop already, altogether, 100%. That's what I did before with my business. And I had a sabbatical for the best part of a year, and I just said to God, I am not doing any more of your goddamn work until you provide me with what is required, which was a centre that I could keep and to stay open all the time. And then that did come forth, and it came to me, okay? I wasn't looking for it. I mean, I don't know. In the end, it sort of felt slightly demonic, so it's just very difficult sometimes to know, even when things do come to you, whether it is the right thing to do or not, you know, because that place definitely wasn't the place, though it, you know, but I've always wanted to create for humanity on two levels, and I felt that was kind of the downtrodden level that I am willing to create for everyone, for just the community. Do you know what I mean? It's not luxury, but we can then, through people's donations, create luxury for them, kind of thing. But to start with, it's just, you know, helping people to find themselves, you know, and to know that they need it, because often they just don't even realise, and they think that they're fine. Anyway, somebody else then came in and did that, has done that. So, you know, good for them. And I went to one of their things the other day. I finally managed to get to one. So I'm very close to doing that, guys. I really, really am. Because it's just so boring. It's just so boring. But it's like, you know, how do people find you? I mean, yes, okay, I've put stuff out now, but it's just going to get, I mean, I suppose it doesn't become irrelevant because, you know, I'm often, you know, there is just a particular formula that needs to be, as far as I'm concerned, adhered to in order to really become light, okay? There are certain kind of sort of situations that you just have to do, and things that you just have to not do. Those are eating sugar and alcohol. You know, and so, but particularly if you're like me and very awake and alert and aware of divine, you know, embodiment and connection through centered stillness, okay, and movement and opening and softening and realizing and actualizing, okay, guys. Then when you have a tiny bit of sugar that just creates cholesterol, you feel it immediately. Most people like that feeling. They want to be blocked. They don't like that they're, because they're stuck in their dysfunction. They're stuck in the dysfunction. And so they're just with it, they're just in it, and it is so present in their reality that it makes them very uncomfortable in the day-to-day. They can't get beyond their obsessions and their compulsions, particularly the ones that go on in their head. That's why I said, you know, people that say it doesn't matter what goes into your mouth, it matters what comes out of your mouth. No, it matters what goes on in your head, and what goes on in your head is directly related to what goes into your mouth. Not just what goes into your mouth, what you sniff up your nose, what you spray in your lymph nodes, you know, and all the rest of it. Okay, I'm not going to go down that road again because it just bores me, right? But these people are like, you're not being shadow banned, you're just not being real. So they obviously looked at my Instagram, and yeah, I'm not being real on there, okay? I'm being my Cancer rising, okay? Because I'm being real on here, and I get shadow banned up the fucking jacksie. So I'm trying a different way, but I'm still shadow banned. But I do write it You know, and that is the only reason that they that they created AI, is so that it is the web that you know, what's the word? That searches every single little corner, every single little nuance of information that people put out there. That's the only reason that they've created it, so that they can do it super freaking quick. So I'm sorry guys, anyone that thinks AI is the way, I'm sorry, they're lost already. They are already lost, and they're losing it severely. I do feel sorry for these people, I really do. You know, they chase the digits, and they chase, you know, sort of a perfection that simply can only be realised with AI, honestly. And it's sad. It's, you know, anyway, you know, the humanity does sadden me. And I keep hearing just so many, just what humanity consumes as well, what they will give a platform to, what they will seek out and like and follow and comment on, you know, is just absolute degradation often. You know, and it is actually being outed, which I'm enjoying. You know, the OF girls. There's one OF girl, and you know, she's had 1,000 men in a day, I think, and thinks that she enjoys it and that she's having an orgasm just because she's young and her pussy is wet. No, sister, that is not an orgasm, okay? Like, it sounds to me like you haven't even had one. But, you know, an orgasm is obvious. And what I didn't say on that sort of one of the last videos that you guys saw, the Open Your Body, is like, you know, we're so suppressed in our sex that even when we're having it, we're like this. We go totally silent. You know, we cannot even be expressive because we're so blocked, okay? Don't think that happens for any other fucking reason than you are seriously damaged and you are totally blocked, okay? Because if you were in your reality of love and the truth and the abundance of pure feeling of love, okay, then you would be opening in pure harmonics, okay, absolute frequency of opening your entire central column and just allowing, that is pure orgasm, I can tell thee. So, but for people who are really seriously shut down, they just can't even handle that, my God. So I just don't even want to have sex with anyone because they can't handle how pure my pleasure can be, honestly, and how harmonic I can fully process and open and release all blocks in a single fucking orgasm with someone I trust, okay? But, my God, guys, and that's why they don't like me, because they don't want you to know the truth. These OF girls, okay, they have been thrown into the you know, into the spotlight, okay. The one that's had 1,000, if we break down her name, which she's actually said she likes being strangled, okay. Her name is Baby, okay, and the colour that you go when you, you know, sweet baby, okay, what you call a sweet baby and the colour that you go when someone strangles you. Okay, so pretty sure we can all guess, right, what's happened to her, but I daren't even say it to her. But luckily there's this one guy, and his video is actually called "Are You a Psychopath?" and he was brave enough to ask her. Yes, she is. Okay, she's a psychopath, and psychopaths are made, not born. And she said, "Do you think I'm a psychopath?" She's like this. Do you think I'm a psychopath? Actually, they don't blink. That's the thing. Do you think I'm a psychopath? And it's like, yeah, because psychopaths they don't necessarily kill people. This is the thing. But they can do and be anything more than just that they are the ones that withhold love. They withhold love and they don't even care. They don't feel a thing, except they might feel like a dopamine hit of pleasure and power. Okay, so that is the least thing that a psychopath will do. Okay, but that is the way it starts. But she is obviously allowing thousands of men to basically use her as she is a dick splash, use her as a a spunk rag. Okay, that's basically what she is. Okay, and I enjoy it. I'll just do this anyway. This is just what I do, so I may as well. It's not pleasure. Okay, they don't actually even say pleasure. I said pleasure on the last one. They don't actually say pleasure. They just say, this is what I do for fun. I do it anyway. I may as well monetize on it. I may as well make money through it, and obviously gain the infamy. That they get paid. Which is what they really want to do. I notice. So now they want to get paid with their clothes on, but this is what it takes to be a body psychologist. Okay, you look at a person's posture. Okay, how are they posturing? Their posture tells you everything you need to know about how connected they are, mind to body, brain to body. Okay, experiences to their perception of reality. Okay, and it's serious, guys. It is serious. That's why I don't like seeing people who I think are, I thought, well, for a minute they're quite sort of slightly powerful men, but then when they're sitting in an interview, particularly with a woman, they're just like that. They're completely broken. That's what that tells me. I really upset somebody one time because I was going to try and do a bit of kinesiology. I was just going to try and do a bit of muscle testing on him, and he was a friend of a friend's, and he sort of put his arm out, but it was so weird. I've never known anything like it. I need to find out from this friend, who he isn't a friend of anymore, more about the actual reality of that guy's reality, because the truth of his reality, because I said to him, and he didn't like it. I could see he was a narcissist, and it was only like the second time I'd ever met the guy. I just said, what was it again now? It wasn't twisted. Oh shit. It's what you call somebody when they aren't being real. What was his arm doing? I was like, you are completely I've forgotten the word. Shit. Oh, anyway, guys, it wasn't twisted, but it was similar to that. It's like crooked. You're completely crooked.